Yo guys, what is going on? It is your host BK with Let's Become Billionaires. June is right around the corner, and as you guys know, a new month means new stocks to look at. And I have 3 suggestions for you guys today to look at next month. Now, all of these stocks are going to be, in my opinion, undervalued. So this isn't a watch list, this is a buy list, and that's important to emphasize. Now, these stocks aren't going to be talked too much on YouTube. I tried to pick stocks that are a little bit under the radar so that you guys have something new to look at. Now, of these 3 stocks, 2 of them I've already talked about in other videos, so I'll flag those up when I mention the stock in the video, and the links will be down in the description. However, even though I've talked about them before, these are still stocks that haven't been really talked about too much, and so hopefully I can get you guys interested, and then you can go to my video to get the full analysis of that stock. If you're interested, please keep watching. Now, without further introduction, guys, let's start to transition into the 3 stocks for June. Alright guys, so the first stock I'm going to bring up to you guys is going to be Altria stock, ticker symbol MO. They're known mostly for cigarettes such as their Marlboro cigarette brand, and right now they're a $70 billion market cap with a price to free cash flow of 8.33 and a dividend yield of almost 9%. Now, why did I use price to free cash flow instead of price to earnings? The reason is because their earnings are negative. The only reason their earnings are negative is because they're writing down their JUUL investment in order to go against their net income and pay less in taxes. But if we look at their free cash flow has actually been increasing over the past 5 years, demonstrating that their profitability has also increased. So don't look at their earnings, as their earnings are a little bit of an accounting gymnastics that they're trying to do. Now, if we look at their products, they have IQOS coming out. And IQOS is a heated tobacco product that is great because instead of burning the tobacco and making it into combustible smoke, it just heats it up so that you can only taste it and not inhale ash. This is huge because it's regulatory friendly, and it's also great for people who are trying to get off of cigarettes. But here's a thing that's even more important, and that's that in Japan, Philip Morris, another company separate from Altria in the international space, has experimented with IQOS. And in Japan, they've seen that the profit margins are 30 to 50% higher than traditional cigarettes. Meaning, once Altria really rolls this out in the United States, it's going to increase their profitability by a lot. And right now, IQOS is only in 2 cities, Richmond and Atlanta. The next product I'm really bullish on is going to be their on-nicotine pouches. I love these because 1, they're discreet, and number 2, they come in multiple different concentrations. So let's say you want to build up the amount of nicotine you can tolerate. You can go from 2% concentration on their nicotine pouches to 3 to 4, or if you want to actually stop using nicotine, you can do the opposite. You can go from 4 to 3 to 2 and actually start to lay off of the nicotine. Regardless, on-nicotine pouches have proven very effective and very dominant in the marketplace, and even when they were rolled out with competitors such as Zyn, they doubled their market share in certain segments, so that is huge. Now let's move on to the last product, JUUL. Now I know a lot of people are going to say JUUL is actually a failed product, why are you bringing this up? The reason is because, yeah, it might be a failed product in the United States, but internationally speaking, JUUL has actually been expanding throughout this pandemic, and nobody's been paying attention to that. In fact, they've doubled into many different new foreign markets, and it's going to bring international exposure over to Altria that they didn't have before. So I believe that there's a lot being ignored there. In terms of their dividend, guys, they've increased their dividend for the past 50 years, despite the fact that cigarette volumes have been declining for the past 50 years. In addition, they have a 9% dividend yield, and they've increased their dividend by 10% each year for the past 5 years on average. That is huge, and with these growth products I already mentioned, I don't believe their dividend is going to be cut anytime soon. So in my humble opinion, at these levels, this stock is a buy. Alright guys, before we get into the next stock, if you appreciate the content so far, please smash the thumbs up button, smash the subscribe button down below, and the notification bell, just so it can help me out as a small YouTuber, because I'll greatly appreciate your support, guys, in helping me grow. But with that being said, stock number 2 is going to be TWOU, ticker symbol TWOU. TWOU is going to be a stock in the online college space. Now, they're not profitable yet, so the best valuation I could give you is their price to sales, which is at a 3.75 right now. Their revenues have grown 44% year over year Q1 2020, and they're a pretty good company in terms of growth. Now, they have 2 business segments I want you guys to be aware of. Number 1 is going to be their graduate segment, which is like normal college except moved online, and then the second is going to be their alternative credential segment. This is going to be stuff like short courses, boot camps, and certificate degrees, so more concentrated, shorter duration courses. I'm bullish on both of these, but I'm more bullish on the alternative credential segment because a lot of innovation is going to be displacing workers, and a lot of workers might want to specialize in certain topics that, let's say, are trending in the present time. And when people are going to want to specialize, they're going to want to take a short duration course so that they can expand their horizon, expand their skills, so that they don't get fired from their job for not being relevant anymore. And I believe as AI starts to take away jobs, this is going to be a very important business segment. Simmons University, for example, with a partnership through TWOU, has made their online nursing courses tuition deferred. So 50% of the tuition is only paid once you get a job. I'm shocked that colleges haven't already been doing this, but TWOU is leading this revolution along with Simmons University. And furthermore, the best part about online education is that people can actually get paid while they're trying to educate themselves. So let's say you have a job. In the past, you might have to stop working or cut some hours in order to go to an actual campus and get education. But now you can actually get paid, and during the nighttime when you're free, you can pursue that education, and then once you're certified and whatever it might be, you can get a boost in your income. So you never really stop getting paid while going to college and pursuing an education, which I believe is revolutionary in the fact that more people can start getting educated and more people can re-educate themselves throughout their careers, because now it's less of a burden to go back to school. And this is huge for their business model in both the alternative credential segment and the graduate segment. All this being said, in my humble opinion, I believe that TWOU is a huge buy right now at these current values. Alright guys, the last company I want to leave you off with is going to be Target stock, ticker symbol TGT. Before you leave this video and say this is a boring stock, I feel like I can make it a little bit more interesting. So let's get into some of the numbers. Their PE is 21 right now, have a dividend yield of 2.25, and they're trading around $117 per share. Now, their e-commerce platform has been growing much faster than Walmart's and Amazon's, and as a proportion of revenue, Target has a much higher percentage of e-commerce revenue than Walmart does. But what's more important than that is what their competitors are doing. The two businesses that I really think are going to survive in the retail space are going to be Walmart and Target, and the reason is this. A lot of Target's competitors don't actually have one store with everything inside of it like Walmart does. So for example, if we look at TJX, TJX has home goods. Home goods has kind of the home side of the business. Then we have TJ Maxx, the discount side of the business, right? Then we have Sierra, the outdoors version of the business. Target, on the other hand, has all of these products and all of these different segments in one location. So why is that important? In an age where we're moving to e-commerce, Target's using these hubs as the e-commerce logistics center to some extent. So when Target wants to go in and get all of the products that you ordered, let's say you ordered a rice cooker, let's say you also ordered a stool, and you also ordered some deodorant. They can find that all in one store. Whereas when you want to go to TJX, they would have to go to Home Goods for the rice cooker. Then they would have to go to somewhere else for the stool, and then somewhere else for the deodorant. This makes it a lot easier for Target to become an e-commerce platform, and Walmart as well. But because Target has been growing faster than Walmart and is also cheaper in terms of a valuation metric, I believe that Target is the better buy here. Now, what's also great about Target is that they've been largely ignored because they're in the retail apocalypse space, but they're actually growing fairly well. And because people are ignoring this business, I feel like it actually is a very solid buy for the mere fact that it's being ignored and its valuation is lower than its competitors, that it's actually outperforming. So guys, if you believe that's a great stock, go out there and buy it. Before I send you guys off to go look at these stocks in a little bit more depth, I just want to make clear that I am not a professional investor. This is for entertainment purposes only, and I do have positions in all stocks mentioned in this video, so I do have some financial interest if you buy them technically. But at the same time, I do have huge stakes in all of these companies in my personal portfolio, so I don't want you to think I just threw 3 random stocks onto the list, because these are companies I truly believe in. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, please remember to smash the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell as well. Share it with your parents, your mom, your grandma, your brother, your sister, your uncle, and with your dog as well, because it does help our channel grow and I'd greatly appreciate it. With that being said, please stay safe during this current pandemic. Don't do anything dumb. And this has been BK with Let's Become Billionaires. Bye-bye, folks.